Please stay tuned after this presentation for a special announcement. Thank you. Okay, I can't believe it's been 5 years, I mean, I can just, imagine, somehow going back in time and letting my younger self know this. Yeah, so what I'm saying is, in the future, about a year and a half from now, you successfully made it about 5 years on YouTube. So I did? Yes. Yes, you did. Refresh me. You kidding? Okay. Look, I'm sending you, the credentials and everything that you need to know, just that proves that you've been here 5 years, my time, okay? Alright, actually, I'll tell you what. I'm going to visit a version of myself who may appreciate this. So, continue, sir. Wow, I really am ambitious, aren't I? Hear me out. I know it's super awkward seeing yourself from the future. I mean, I got chills myself just looking at myself at 17, But I just came by to tell you that you're completely cured from your deleting problem, and we made it 5 years on YouTube. So, isn't that something? Right. Okay. So I'm not gonna talk. Well, I'm gonna get going, but before I go, and I'm so sorry, this is gonna hurt you more than it does me, but hey, it's for continuity purposes, so this is gonna hurt you way more than it. This sketch was confusing. Alright, welcome to the show, everybody. I'm your host, Rob Rodriguez. Think about the irony that I've held on to this gig much longer than any job I've ever had. At this point, my resume is not worth the paper it's printed on. I started this show when I was still in high school, way back in 2014. Yeah, I was 17 years old, and, admittingly, I did not know what I was getting myself into. I didn't know what I was doing, didn't know how things worked. And here we are at 22 years old. Not much has changed, So yeah, back when I started this show, late night talk shows were way different, I mean, Letterman was still on the air, Jon Stewart still hosted The Daily Show. Carpool karaoke wasn't even a thing yet. Yeah, I'm actually surprised Ellen didn't jump right on that idea. Yeah, back then, that show was run by a Scottish guy and a robot skeleton puppet and a pantomime horse. Fifth Harmony and One Direction were still a thing when this show started. What am I forgetting? Oh yeah, and Obama was still president when this show started. So, those were the days, huh? So where we are at is 5 seasons and 148 episodes. That's including 8 specials, 1 lost episode, and an episode banned in all countries. Isn't that interesting? We got some highlights to get to, so that being said, I'm gonna need a minute. Are you planning on seeing a movie this weekend? Well, think no further, because if you clicked on this video, I got some recommendations for you. If you're into that romantic la-di-da, I suggest you watch The Titanic. But if you don't cry during the movies, or you're just trying to deny that you cried during Fault in Our Stars, don't worry. I think Grown Ups is the movie for you. And all the adults, even the elderlies, are turning down for what? And they're like, I don't even know what this means, but I love it. This is the best Frank Sinatra song ever. Isn't this awesome? I'm a hologram, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I'll be with you in a second. Just give me 1 second. If you look at my chart here, I know you can barely see it, but this is a ranking of people you will meet. From the cool kids, to the awesome people, to the nerds, to the cosplayers, to the players, and the losers. How's everybody doing tonight? Are you doing good? Okay. That's real nice. That's real nice. Alright, this is a little ditty that a good fellow musician of mine wrote. I mean, she didn't know who I am, but she wrote it. See, what I'm doing right now is making the hoop shorter, but you probably already knew that. Yeah, I know. A rare thing is missing the ball. Yeah, I have no idea where it went. It's actually behind here. Did you have to do this? I was thinking you could be trusted. You know, it's too hard to sleep. I got the sheets on the floor, you know. No, honey, I'm good. Alright, it's now time to do an activity I like to call 2015 song or classic 60s theme. Listen in, will you? Have your answer yet? Well, in some ways, and opinion of course, the answer is every music artist does it nowadays. What's one more? As you might recall, everybody has that moment of, why didn't I think of that? You know what I mean, but I'm going to show you examples anyway. Mixed matched socks, why didn't I think of that? Taco Bell serving breakfast, why didn't I think of that? Ferris Bueller's Day Off Part 2? Hello, Holly? It's the site years before its time. We know there's a lot of lonely loners out there looking for the perfect match. How about if that match was completely fictional and you can say it is true because they take your word for it? Hologrammy harmony. So fake it's real. Hey, how's it going? Rob here with the brand new product that will help you in your everyday life. I give you the original rag. It's just an ordinary rag. It cleans up everyday messes and you won't have to waste any more money on these babies right here. Every single penny on the original rag will be absolutely worth it. And that's when I knew I had senioritis. Every year there is a senior class. Who gets sick of it and doesn't want to be here? If you went to kindergarten, senioritis already lives inside you. Okay, because I can't do a show with a big smudge on the screen. Let me just take care of this. Just sit back. I'll take care of this right now. Out there because they know what they're going to look like as a cat. And a dog. Because you see that everywhere too. Yeah, let's just see these radio shows work in YouTube's newest algorithm, okay? Again, we do not swear on this show. Pokemon Go is a global phenomenon, but there are some Pokemon that are regional. What if I told you I can find you reasonably priced hotels so you can find those Pokemon and add them to your library or whatever you call it? Pokemon Go, find a hotel. I don't know about you, but if you caught last week's episode, I don't know, I don't think I was really on my game. Like, let's take a look.
Welcome to the show, everybody. I'm your host, Rob Rodriguez. Now, this is a funny little story about how when you binge watch, you forget stuff. I just thought about that the other day.
Hey,
Hi.
you ready to go?
Yeah, but first, can you hold my purse,
What? Oh,
please?
oh, sure. Why?
Thank you so much. It's just kind of hurting my shoulder a little bit. Sorry.
Oh, it's just. What if people get the wrong idea and think this is my computer bag or something?
I doubt it. What computer can fit in that small thing?
The iPad Mini. Yes, can I get a number 7 meal large with a Coke, no sauce, please?
I'm sorry, say it again?
Number 7 meal large with a Coke, no sauce, please?
8 piece?
Yes,
And a meal, what size?
large, please.
What sauce?
No sauce, please.
No sauce? And what's the drink?
A Coke.
Large Coke?
Like, people could walk up to me and say, Rob, you were born in 1996. You know, if you haven't lived the 90s, you don't know the 90s. You wouldn't know the 90s if it hit you with a slap bracelet. If it walked up to you and said, hello, I'm Shannon Doherty. Have you lived the 90s, Rob? Have you? And to that I say, yeah, can we quickly flash my date of birth on the screen? Now, what you see, sure, is the date that the Scream movie came out. But it's my birthday. Sure, I was born in the mid-90s. But hey, I wasn't born yesterday. So, you caught me. You probably guessed what movie I'm seeing this, weekend. I mean, it can't be more obvious that I'm going to see Jumanji 2, Welcome to the Jungle. I mean, I tried to be a little more vague than that, but I guess I can't do that.
So what do we have planned for today?
Samoas, tagalongs, Savannah smiles. Could you say no to a daisy trying to earn their counted up badge? For just $7 a box, you could help today. Make that call now. Instead, I've basically been living under a rock for 3 months yet. The most action I've gotten was CNN and Old Town Road. Oh, you disappointment. I mean, we're here on YouTube, entertaining, like, what? 175 people every week. Well, not really every week, because I'm never here. Exactly. What? Oh, okay, so it looks like there's something wrong with our picture here. And, you know, think about the irony. This doesn't really happen to many TVs anymore. Why is it happening to a YouTube video? I know what you're thinking. Let me take a look at this. Okay? Let's see if I can fix this. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, we should be back. Alright. Alright, let's see what else. You know, I don't know why, but for some reason, it feels like I dialed it back about 3 years. Well, that's the show for you. You know to follow me on social media. And here's to another 5, okay? Because, let's face it, I'm not doing this again for years 6 through 9. Yeah. Let's make it 10, okay? Deal? Okay. So, I'll be back here on Fridays, regularly, starting October 11th. So, see you then. So, Rod, you ready to do this another year? The question is, are you ready to do this another year? I don't know. Hi, Rob Rodriguez here, telling you that the new season of the Rob Rodriguez Show starts October 11th. We really can't say from the mind of Rob Rodriguez, because, you know, that might be a little problematic, you know, because a little... You know? Season 6 of The Rob Rodriguez Show begins this fall. Stay tuned.